I am? AI? What's up, man? What it do? What it do, my brother? How are you? How are you, my brother? Happy Sunday. I'm usually live on TikTok, but I'm suspended. So now we're here. What up, Nick? What up, fam? Hello, you beautiful people. Hello, you beautiful people. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Alright, I'll fucking say it a gazillion times. I'm usually live on TikTok all the fucking time, but I'm suspended. So we're gonna make some breakfast. We can talk about, I mainly talk about mindset, wisdom, the truth, and then training and nutrition. That's a given, right? That's a given. But we drop gems here. Because the whole purpose of here is to instill discipline. The whole purpose of here is to gain wisdom, apply it to our life, and then improve the quality of our life. That's the only way we improve the quality of our life, is to understand our struggle, understand what vice is in the way, raise our baseline level of discipline, so then we can overcome this vice that's ultimately causing us massive, massive, massive pain. Because every time we do a vice, we feel guilt, shame, which ensues doubt and fear, which stops us from moving fucking forward. We move forward when we have confidence, courage, clarity, and massive fucking conviction. Right? Blessings to you. Motherfucking blessings to you. I'm gonna break down. Hello, good morning, YouTube. I got YouTube here. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Alright, so I'm gonna break down my breakfast. What do I have? Do you have cream of rice? How long was that a cream of rice? Well, we'll do cream of rice. Cream of rice is a staple. Elderberries. And famous Leon. Good morning, fam. What's today, Sunday? Good morning, everybody. These elderberries. I don't take elderberry. Good morning, YouTube. But I got sick like 2 weeks ago. And so I started taking some elderberry. When I got sick, I'm almost out. I don't like that they have sugar. I'm having sugar for you. Fuck sugar. Here's one. Hello, Angie. How are you? Get out of here. Can we talk? Listen. Alright, so the last. It's been good, bro. It's been good. I know. I'm disciplined enough. I'm disciplined enough to like. Once I'm set, I'm set. Yeah, I'm set. It's just, it's self-awareness. Whatever vice it is, it's just self-awareness and just transmuting the energy into that. Whenever I get fucking massively horny, I'm like, go fucking do burpees, right? Burpees, get on TikTok live, get on YouTube live, do something, right? That's all it is. It's just energy. So instead of jerking off or trying to sleep with someone, I'm just gonna go live and work, and it's paid off. That's it. You just replace the energy output with something else. But most people don't have the discipline. So we have to raise the baseline level of discipline, and you have to know where you're going in life. A man without purpose seeks pleasure, right? Viktor Frankl, who wrote the book Man's Search for Meaning, right? That's it. Man, good morning, YouTube. When man does not have, so if you know your goals and your intentions of what you want to do, then it helps. And it's just structure. I've structured my day going live. I fucking go live like 4 to 6 hours a day now. Literally from like 8:30 to 11, then 11 to 12, then from 12 to 2 I'm posting content, then from 2 to 4, then from 6 to 8. So I'm just consistently getting in front of people doing my job instead of fucking around. Because that's what happens when you have too much time on your hands, you just fuck around. Again, back to the pleasure. If you don't have a man with no purpose chases pleasure, you gotta have some level of purpose. Fuck! Coffee. Yeah. I love coffee. I need to get some new coffee because I ran out of coffee. And then Leon cries. All right, egg whites. Oh, my fucking calves. I just ran 3 miles. Really? Yeah. Why? Because I like to, man, running's fun, right? Running's fun. Like you should enjoy, I always say you should enjoy running. You should enjoy just being able to move your body. That's why I don't like getting, like I'll run in the treadmill. I always tell people, fuck cardio. Fuck cardio. If you're trying to lose weight, fuck your cardio. Like you're working backwards, motherfucker. You're going with intensity, then consistency, and then you start to seek knowledge. It's the fucking other way around. Most people go with intensity, then consistency, and then once it's not working, they try to find knowledge. No, it's knowledge, consistency, and then intensity. And people have it all the way around. Good morning, YouTube. Well, hello, YouTube. All right, egg whites. Well, good morning. Buenos dias. Fuck yeah, I missed you motherfuckers. I like talking to people. Man, I need to fucking empty these motherfuckers. Oh, mis legs, mis piernas. Yo, my fucking legs, though. Are you married? No. I am single. So I have a wedding band, right? Hello, YouTube. I have a wedding band. Right? I have a wedding band, but this is my mom's wedding band. It's my mom's. My dad gave it to her. So my mom gave it to me a while ago. She's like, you want this? I'm like, fuck yeah, give me that ring. I don't know if it's brought me much good luck. I don't know if it's brought me much good luck, I'm gonna be honest with you. But it's okay, it's okay. I've learned my lessons. And that's all we can do in life. No, we can learn from our lessons, but if we make the same fucking mistakes over and over and over and over and over again, motherfucker, we're not learning. And I've done that myself. I've done that myself. Like when I was in Miami, I made the same mistake over and over again. Not picking the best women and also having my mindset not the best about relationships. Yeah, so now we're cooking breakfast. You know, and that's it. What are you making for breakfast? What up, Eric? So I have YouTube here. So remember, it's you and it's YouTube. YouTube and Instagram Live. What are you making for breakfast? All right, brother. Fucking cunts. You gotta be kidding me. We're making, hold on. I'm not gonna say we're just making eggs, because it's not just fucking eggs. This is what we need to understand. It's not just fucking eggs. It's 4 whole eggs, 180 grams of egg whites, with about 65 grams of cream of rice, if I have enough cream of rice, with blueberries. The blueberries are the only things I don't measure, but it's about 75 grams of blueberries. You really have to understand something. This is what literally helps me look the way I look. The way I look is majority, obviously consistency, 19 years of training, but fucking, oh, fuck me. Weighing everything out. Dude, you have to fucking know. It's like trying to get rich without counting money. It won't work. It won't work. You gotta count your money. So if you wanna get a good fucking body, everything starts with understanding what's going in your body. Man, that's hard, Alex. You know what the fuck is hard? Looking like shit, feeling like shit, not having confidence, not having self-respect, having super low self-esteem. And ultimately, what's self-esteem? Self-esteem is ultimately what you feel worthy of. So if you have a low self-esteem, you're not gonna feel worthy of a better quality of life. Like you're not gonna go after the house you actually want, after the car you actually want, after the job you want, after the business you want, after the woman you want. Like you will not go after what you actually want in life if your self-esteem is low. Because you don't believe you're worth it. And we lower our self-esteem when we don't follow through with what we said we're gonna do. That's huge. That's huge. Because when you fail to follow through with what you said you're gonna do, you become ultimately a liar. You lie to yourself, you lie to yourself. When you don't follow through with your word, simple as I'm gonna wake up at a certain time, or I'm gonna stop drinking, I'm gonna stop smoking, or I'm not gonna do this anymore, I'm gonna have more patience, and you don't have fucking patience, you just lie to yourself. So you create an individual subconsciously that just does not follow through and is a liar. And by that, simply meaning when you want, oh, I really wanna get that house, your subconscious mind is like, shut the fuck up, you can't get that house. You can't even fucking wake up at 7 a.m. Oh, I really want to, I deserve a better partner. No, you fucking don't. You fucking lie to yourself every single day about stopping drinking, or you're going to eat better, and then you don't eat better. You give up so easily. So you have to understand, you're simply a byproduct of Do you follow through with what you said you're going to do? And every time you do, though, on the other side, when you follow through with what you said you're going to do, you raise your level of self-esteem. Because you do what you said you're going to do. You prove to yourself that you're worthy of everything. You're worthy. I'm going to get this house. Fuck yeah, he is. Motherfucker does not miss. He says something, he doesn't. And so it's simply a byproduct of consistent implementation, which is what confidence is. You can start to literally do and say what you want in life, and you get it. Might take you some time. And that's what I tell people all the time. It's like any goal is achievable. You want to get a six-pack? Great. You got 50 pounds to lose? Great. You have 100 pounds to lose? Great. Any goal is attainable. Sometimes you just got to extend the timeline. That's it. Sometimes you got to extend the timeline. So instead of getting it in 4 months, shit, maybe you can get it in 8 months. Shit, maybe you can get it in 2 years. But all you got to do is extend the timeline on any fucking goal and you will attain it. Most people, they go on a goal, they hit the first obstacle, and they turn around. And I tell them, I'm like, motherfucker, you're going to hit an obstacle because you're on a new fucking road. What do you expect? When you're on a new path, you have to be faced with new obstacles, which ultimately are the opportunity for you to improve. But too many people get discouraged, turn back around, and go back to their old habits simply because it feels more comfortable. We don't like to fail because we think failure is something bad. We've been taught that throughout our whole school. I'm gonna burn my fucking pan. Hold on, let me make my fucking egg whites. Oh, hello, Natalie. How are you, Natalie? ¿Cómo estás? Does that make sense? I know you just asked me what breakfast I'm having, but there's more to it behind it. Egg whites, 180, maybe a little bit more, because my thing turned off. Good morning. All right, I'm glad that answered it. Fuck me, my calf, dude. All right, let me just make these fucking huevitos. Hello, good morning. It's Sunday? Yeah, it's Sunday. It's Sunday. All right, cool. So we have the fucking eggs. Where are the egg whites? Oh, this is beautiful. I missed you guys. Because when we're giving the world what we wish to receive and we're not focused too much on ourselves, that's where ultimate happiness comes from. Because you're not too focused on, I need this, I need that. Motherfucker, more people need stuff. I tend to be doubtful about things because I'm scared of the outcome going wrong. Beautiful. Angie, I love that. Beautiful. So that's doubt and fear, doubt and fear, doubt and fear, right? So doubt and fear also come from negative self-talk. Because ultimately, we suffer more in imagination than we do in reality. So you're focused, right? You're focused on the negative. Well, then you have to understand, if it hasn't even happened, you can also focus on the positive. But what does that take? That takes more discipline. It takes more discipline to think of the positive than the negative. What is gonna help you get more into a positive state of thinking is a positive state of frequency. Hit a workout, wake up early, feel proud of yourself. When you prepare, that's where confidence comes in. Having doubt and fear is a lack of confidence because you're not doing everything you know you can and should be doing to make sure that the outcome that you want happens. That's one thing. Let me crack these eggs. Right? Fuck. So, that's where faith comes in. Right? That's where faith comes in. But faith without works is dead, right? In the Bible it says that. So in the end, whatever outcome it is, right? I'm doubtful about things, so I'm scared of the outcome, right? So, a doubt is simply negative self-talk and not doing what you know you should be doing. So for example, when I moved to Miami, did I have doubts? No, I didn't have doubts. Why? Because I'm like, motherfucker, if I keep doing what I'm doing, waking up early, working with people, not drinking, not smoking, not sleeping around, if I end up doing the things that pull me back and I keep doing the things that keep building me, then I'm gonna find a way to make it work. It's only when we start to have these negative habits that bring doubt, guilt, and shame that lower our confidence. Does that make sense? Or do you understand that? Because doubt and fear start to creep in simply because how we're behaving is not in alignment with who we ultimately want to be and who we need to become in order for us to get to the next chapter of our life. It's all alignment. You say you want to be this partner, or you say you want this job, you say you want this body, but your diet's not aligned. Your diet and your workouts are not aligned with the body you want. You say you want a better job, but then you're not working on the skills, dedicating time to that to get you to a better job. Or relationship. You want a better relationship, but you're not putting the time and effort into personal development, creating the woman that you ultimately want to become for the ultimate relationship you want. So that's where doubt and fear creep in, because we're not in harmony, we're not in alignment, we're out of alignment with who we want to ultimately be. My calves. Yeah, it's gorgeous. That's that. Make sense? Cream rice. I don't know how much I have. I got it at Publix. Oh, that's perfect. Fuck yeah. Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. Fuck yeah. All I do is I put some water in it. And I put it for 3 minutes. Would you say that works? Would you say it works? Absolutely. Absolutely. We attract who we are, not what we want. We attract who we are, not what we want. And rejection is just redirection, number one. Okay? That's number two. Number one is we attract not what we want, but who we are. Right? Number one. Number two is rejection is just redirection. Yeah. But if you're not happy in a relationship, I'm not the best person to go with relationship advice, but I do know this, right? Vision needs to align. Vision needs to align. That's one thing I've learned. That you guys have to be going the same place. If not, it's because a relationship's supposed to be teamwork, and we're playing basketball, and then you're on the other team, and I'm on this team, then we're not gonna fucking win. We gotta be on the same team with the same goal of winning the championship. If it's not there, then it's not gonna work. Right? And then obviously there's communication, there's understanding, there's compromise. I don't know where to start. Fake chains, goatee, beanie on Pyro, I mean, you can leave, my brother. It's okay. I'm enjoying myself. Ugh. It's okay. I mean, we got people all the time. Bro. I have different people on Instagram and YouTube, which is fun. Leo, venga. I have fun to do this. Does that make sense? Venga. Keep watching muñeco. Bro, you I've been putting off seeing this guy because I'm scared it's not gonna work out the way I want it to. But what if it does? Cunts and cunts, bro. That's what happens when I fucking don't pay attention. What if it does? But what if it does? But what if it does? If you're willing to think about the good, the bad, you gotta be willing to think about the good. Both of them don't exist. Think about it that way. Both of them don't exist. Fuck! what happens when I get distracted. Both of them don't exist. Both scenarios don't exist. Right? Why not the first scenario? Right? Fuck it. I'm getting scared of getting hurt. Motherfucker, be scared of missing out on something great. You gotta be scared of missing out on something great. Like, think about your life, right? Think about it this way. How many things didn't work out, but they ended up working out, right? Look at it that way. How many things didn't work out, but because they didn't work out, it actually worked out? Think back. Think to that. And if it doesn't work out, great. On to the next one. Because ultimately, you're choosing to think about the negative or the positive. They both exist. They both exist, right? Good morning, Tony. What up, brother? Right? Ultimately, both exist. If it doesn't work out, great. What's the positive in it? That means I just haven't found my person yet. I'm one step closer. It's like in sales. Every no gets you closer to a yes. So if it doesn't work out with this guy, great. You're that much closer to the one guy that it is going to work out with. If it does work out, then great. You found this guy. Either way, there always is a positive. Because in life, simply by contrast, there has to be a positive to everything. Simply by contrast. Now, fuck my cream rice. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, everybody. And that's what we're always trying to aim for. We're trying to find the fucking positive. Does it take more mental work? Absolutely. But motherfucking it takes work having a different fucking shitty life. It's mindset. It's all perspective. I've also spent like 60 grand in the past like 10 years learning about life. I've had a lot of great mentors in my life, and enough knowledge is just part of it. I love this. It's called personal development. Really, massive amounts of discipline, and we're all not that different. We're really not, right? And if we learn enough about us, our mind, and how we think and how we do things, well, you realize that that's super important. Like, we should learn more about how we are as human beings, right? It's the only way you're gonna have a good life is to learn more about how you act, your bad habits, your good habits, your thought process, because that's the things that we have, right? We have control. You have no control of this other person, but you have 100% control over what you can do and what you can think. Right? You can think about, this is the best thing that ever happened to me. It didn't work out, great. I'm one step closer to the next person. It worked out, awesome. And if it works out for a bit and it doesn't work out, great. That's okay, I learned. Life is just one massive learning experience, and failure is part of it. Because that's how you learn the most. Yes, you can learn from winning. Oh, it's great. But when you fail, you're like, where did I go wrong? And how can I improve on that next time? And usually when you fail like that and you finally get a reward, the reward is so much better. Simply because of what you had to go through to get to where you wanted to go. The glory is only as bright as the battle that you had to go through. If the battle isn't that difficult, the glory won't be as shiny. You won't feel that good about yourself. Like, if you just put your shoes on, all right, there's not that much glory. But if you put your motherfucking shoes on, you go run 2-3 miles, your fucking legs are burning, you're huffing and puffing, and then you get down and you finish those 3 miles, like, wow, You feel amazing. The glory is incredible. The pride within yourself, your mind and body and your soul, the pride within that. You're walking, you feel good. Things are much more positive. Things are great. You're granted enlightenment, joy, gratitude, positivity simply because you did something hard versus just simply putting your shoes on. Correct? And that's what we're always after. We're always after looking at ourselves and seeing like what I don't want to do versus what I must do. Right? Never let what you want to do get in the way of what you need to do. And that's why most people never get to where they want to go in life, because they let what they want to do get in front of what they need to do. And things will not go right all the time. That's okay. Motherfucking, I got suspended off TikTok when? I got suspended off TikTok on Friday, I think. Yeah, today's Sunday. I've been wanting to go on Instagram Live, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know if I should go on Instagram Live. I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up, just go on there, bitch. Because I'm like, I'm just gonna go help people, right? It's that fear. It's the fear. Good morning, fam. All right, we got our cream of rice, we have our eggs. Good morning. This is meal number 2. Fuck yeah. They're a little fucking, I usually make them. Do you like hot sauce? Here and there. Hot sauce is good. I don't mind hot sauce. But sometimes if it gets too spicy, I'm like, fuck. Good morning. No, fuck testosterone. Leon likes blueberries. Testosterone and NA250? No, bro, just get your fucking macros in line. Bro, get your macros in line. You don't need test. I'm telling you. You don't need test. You just need to get your macros in line, bro. You need to know how to eat this. You know how to eat this. Once you learn that, forget about it. It's game over. All right, I'm gonna put my breakfast over there. I'll be right back. Fuck. Now. My fucking ass, dude. Shut up. Hello, beautiful. That's charged. That's charged. Good. I'll grab you guys. Hello, beautiful people. Alright, beautiful. We'll take you to the room. Take you to my little fucking whiteboard session, man. I'll do a little whiteboard session. Hello, YouTube. Hello, beautiful people. You right here. Beautiful. Hello, beautiful people. Knowledge, wisdom is the ability to have a better understanding of life. That's what wisdom really is. I guess it's learning to understand your philosophy of life. Because our life is our life, right? Our life is our life. Might as well learn a little bit about life to have a better quality of life. You gotta learn about life to have a better quality of life. All right, beautiful. I'm gonna get my coffee. I'll be right back. Hello, you beautiful people. Oh. I don't care. All right, beautiful. Hello, beautiful people. What's going on, fam? How are you, fam? Hello, man. Don't lie. You're on test. No, I'm not, bro. I would tell you. I used to take tests. When I was 20, when I was 20, 23 to 24, I took tests, trend, all these things. Good morning, Yaz. Good morning. Good morning. When I competed in my second bodybuilding show. I've been working out since I was 12. I've been working out since I was 12. I'm 31, all right? I'm 31. So from 12 to 22, I trained naturally. I did my first natural bodybuilding show. Okay? I did my first natural bodybuilding show. Where we at? Yeah. This is from 13 to 22. Right? 13 to 22. Hold on. Yeah, 13 to 22. Okay? That's when I did my first natural bodybuilding show. And then I competed at 24 on test, gear, trend, and all these things at 24. Right? I competed at 24. And then that was 24, and then that's the last time I ever took anything. So for the last 7 years, I haven't taken anything. 24, yeah, 7 years. Fuck, I need a spoon. Hold on, let me get my spoon. Oh, my legs. Good morning. Yeah, so. Good morning, everybody. I'll move you here. I'll move you here. Hello. Good morning, everybody. Don't mind loud. Good morning. So, another mistake that most people make is choosing one extreme route. People either choose fasting, keto. I don't want to say calorie counting is extreme. There's nothing wrong with calorie counting. They're just trying to figure out, well, how much fucking food am I fucking eating? Right? There's different routes. Paleo, vegetarian. There's many different routes. One that people have been choosing a lot. What about fasting? What about fasting? How much are you going to be first is none, bro. None until you get your fucking macros in line, bro. Testosterone is not going to make you look good. Like, testosterone is not going to make you look good, bro. Look at this. This is one of my clients. Where are we at? He was 193 pounds. 193 pounds. Got him down to 161. Natural. So from 193 to 161. 193 to 161 in 70 days. He has 2 kids, 2 daughters, and a wife, full-time job. Here's a testimonial. What's up, guys? This is a video testimonial from my boy Alex Duenas. You changed my life, dog. I was stressed out, overweight, eating fast food 5 days a week, and justifying it because I thought, oh, well, I'm eating healthy on these other meals. Bro, I lost 30 pounds in 70 days. And we were on a 3-month program. I surpassed my weight loss goal, going from 193, had a goal of 172, and got all the way down to 161. 161. Without even setting a new goal. 30 pounds. Just because I did what he said. That's all I did. It was so much easier than telling myself what to do, to just do what he said. You believe in the plan, you follow the plan. If you work the plan will work. I couldn't be more happy with the results. Thank you for the bottom of my heart, dog. Appreciate you. Yeah. 33 years old, 34 years old. Crazy. But it's not. It's understanding his food. It's understanding. What's up, Christian? No, yeah. What up, Christian? It's understanding your food, bro. You don't need to take tests. You don't need to take any of that shit. Because when you start taking that stuff, when you start taking testosterone, tren, ACE, all these things, it fucks up your whole fucking your system. With everyone, what's good, my guy? What's good? What's good, my brother? How you been, my brother? How's the business, brother? Alyssa Hager. Alyssa! Hello. Sabi. No, TikTok's not back yet. Instagram going live on TikTok. I'm fucking Instagram. Is it back? No, TikTok is giving me access tomorrow. Life is good. Love you, brother. I'll be back on TikTok tomorrow at like maybe 12. Good, brother. But so again, one of the biggest things that I get consistently is fasting. There's a couple things I'm against. Fasting works if you know what to do. If you don't know what the fuck to do, fasting is not gonna work. Right? This is better. Is Instagram better? Get out of here, gotta see that. Actually, don't get out of here. I love you. So with everything that's around, you have a lot of knowledge, you have a lot of information. Biggest thing that I can say to anybody starting off, anyone starting off to just get in better shape, is to understand how food actually works and understand macros, but it's a little bit more complicated than that. But we can break it down. But the biggest concept is here. How long can you keep it up for? That's the biggest thing. How can we do something that we can do it for the fucking rest of our lives? Right? I tell a lot of people, I'm like, if you dedicate 1 year to a good transformation, you can stay in shape for the rest of your life. You gotta get in shape once. If you get in shape once and you understand how to keep it, then you can be in shape for the rest of your life. Instead of constantly trying to fucking do every fucking diet under the sun and not know what the fuck to do. Yeah. And then, I'm not against people doing cardio. I'm against people working backwards. That's what I'm against. I'm against people working fucking backwards. It's thinking that you're gonna have to spend your time at a fucking gym on the fucking treadmill to lose fucking weight. A lot of my clients, one of my biggest transformations, where is he at? He started doing cardio towards the end of his fucking thing. Where is he at? One of my biggest clients, right? Right? From 292 to 188. For that once a month, I think it's optimal for good health and longevity. Fasting for 40 hours, no, once a month is natural for once a month, motherfucking longevity. How the fuck? That's so stupid, right? That's like saying if you work out twice a month, I think that's really good for longevity and good for yourself. What the fuck is 2 times a month gonna do for you, right? So fasting 2 times a month, fasting for 40 hours a month, 1 time a month gonna do a benefit for you, bro? That's nothing. There's nothing that's gonna come from that. Right? If you're gonna do, if it's worth doing 1 time a month, it's worth doing consistently. Think about it. Because if you're fasting for 48 hours, so out of the 30 days, 28 you eat like shit. But those 2 days that you fast, right? Things are gonna be a lot better. You're gonna live a healthier life. Think about it that way. How dumb is that? eating all food altogether, man, you're not being optimal. You're not giving people a solution. You're just telling people, fasting for 48 hours once a month and natural foods only, I think it's the most optimal for good. Natural foods, that's not true, right? Obviously eat healthy, yeah, but most people don't eat healthy. And it's not about eating healthy, right? That's another thing too, it's not about eating healthy, bro. Let me look at you, bro. Right? I don't even know if you even look good. It's not about eating healthy. It's really not. I had a client yesterday, a couple days ago, right? She's been tracking her macros. She's down 7, 8, 9, 10 pounds in 1 month. She's down 10 pounds in 1 month. She hasn't lost weight in like 6, 7 years. She hasn't lost weight in 6, 7 years. And she's down 10 pounds in 1 month. And she's doing great. The other day, she sent me a text message. It's not about eating healthy. Yeah, exactly. Let me finish my story. She sends me a text message, right? Because we track macros. We track macros, not calories. We track macros. And so she has a certain budget that she stays within in her macros. If she goes over her macros, she will gain body fat. She will gain weight. So she texts me, she's like, Alex, I just looked up an apple, and an apple has 25 grams of carbs. What the fuck? I'm like, yeah. She's like, that's crazy. I'm like, yeah, you can eat it, but it's still 25 grams of carbs. And so you can still gain weight and eat healthy. You don't get that. A banana has 27 grams of carbs. An apple has 25 grams of carbs. It don't matter. I want you to imagine your macros. I want you to imagine macros like a credit card. So say you have a $10,000 limit on a credit card. And say one day you decide to spend $9,999 on crack cocaine, okay? You decide to spend that much money one night on crack cocaine, all right? You don't go over your limit. You just spend it. The credit card company doesn't give a fuck, right? The credit card company doesn't care. But if you go spend $11,000 on the credit card for toys for kids, right, who have cancer, you just bought $11,000 worth of toys for kids who have cancer. That's an amazing thing. But your credit card company is still gonna fucking penalize you for going over for $1,000. They don't care what you bought. You still overspend on your limit. It's the same thing with eating healthy. People, I eat healthy, but you're still overweight. You still have love handles, you still have a gut. You don't eat healthy. You say you eat healthy, but you're overeating. It was healthy, but I'm chugging a gallon a day, then I'm gonna look like olive oil myself. Exactly, Ghost. Exactly. People don't understand eating healthy. You don't look fucking healthy. What are you talking about? I eat healthy? No, your body says otherwise. No, your body says otherwise. You can still overeat eating healthy. Right? Easy Mac for 44 grams of carbs. Ain't gonna burn. Apple's gonna have burn. Apple aren't no. No, not the fucking mac and cheese. The mac and cheese has fat. It's 11:27 a.m. Right? So ultimately, being healthy is lowering your body fat, building muscle, being able to fucking have energy, have clarity. And you get that from better understanding what's inside of everything. It's the veil, right? It's the veil. When she found out there's 25 grams of fucking carbs in the apple, the veil, she used to eat apples thinking apples are healthy. Apples are healthy. You know, this is healthy. This isn't bad. Once she found out that motherfucking apples have 25 grams of protein, 25 grams, the veil was lifted. She's like, my God, 25 grams of carbs. Now, she could have it, but she'd rather not spend the money to spend the carbs on an apple. And again, this is all part of the process. I'm not saying you can never eat certain things in your time, but whenever you're on a weight loss journey, the goal here is simply, well, the situation is this. You're on a weight loss journey because you fucking ate whatever the fuck you wanted to for a very long time, and now you have 40 or 50, 60 pounds of weight that you have to lose. Right? You ate whatever the fuck you wanted to. And now we have to learn to understand you need some discipline. And then the whole thing was like cravings, motherfucker. Cravings are simply your body saying, yo, we want to feel comfortable. Right? I tracked like everything for the last 2 months and down 19 down. I think I still need to learn more though. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. So I have YouTube live over here. So I ate healthy and work out for a long time, but I was still fluffy. I've tracked like everything for the last 2 months. I'm down 19.7 pounds. I think I still need to learn more. 100%. Now you have a better understanding. There's a difference between eating healthy and then eating for a fucking goal. There's a difference between making money and then getting rich. Two different goals. You can make money, pay your bills. Getting rich takes much more fucking precision, right? Much more discipline, much more knowledge. There's something I want to make healthier choices. That's great. I want to fucking lose my body fat. I want to have a six pack. I want to look good. I want to look amazing. It takes more precision, right? Eating for goals doesn't sound healthy. Eating for goals doesn't sound healthy. What the fuck is healthy, bro? Right? Losing body fat, building muscle. That's healthy. Going to the doctor and don't even fucking go to the doctor. Going to the doctor, your blood pressure is good, right? Having energy is a huge sign of having energy is a huge sign of being healthy. Lack of energy is a huge sign of you're not healthy, right? The whole purpose of being healthy is so you can have your energy back, you can feel stronger, you don't feel stagnant, you don't feel lethargic, and you can do more with your life. That's the benefit. You reap the benefits of health. The benefits of health are that you enjoy the quality of your life is so much better simply because you feel better. Mentally, spiritually, and physically. So many people all day long don't feel good about themselves. Are you sure you're having a risk low, not having too much glucose? Yeah, and how do you have that? By making sure you eat properly in a proper way. There's so many people that are overweight. Well, I can't even take any advice of yours if you're not even in shape, bro. Don't even know if you're in shape. Yeah, it's consistency. All right. Right? But do you actually, here's the thing though. Do you actually do this for a living? Like there's a big difference with being in shape and then getting other people in shape. Right? Sometimes some people only need like 10 minutes a day. Why aren't you on TikTok Live? Motherfucker, because they suspended me. They suspended me until motherfucking tomorrow. Until tomorrow. At like 10 a.m. I'll be back. I gotta start another fucking TikTok account. No, you're not. For what? Somebody got offended. Well, hello, Anthony Vanderpool. Somebody got offended. That's how it be. I've been suspended before. I've been suspended before. Usually I appeal it and they'll give it to me, but this time they're like, nah, bro, we can't give it to you this time. I'm like, fuck. So I need to make another TikTok account. Oh, You know, all the time. Yeah, I mean, the body consistently wants to eat more food. If you don't understand what you're doing, you think being hungry is like, okay, I'm hungry, I should probably eat. But no, motherfucker. Oh, the cry, baby. Yeah. Good morning. God bless you, brother. God bless you too. I'm very, very proud of you, brother. You're crushing it, bro. You're doing phenomenal. Jen, brother, keep doing it well. It's beautiful journey on to say it's marathon on race and Lord's here. Appreciate that, bro. These are all great fucking words. I appreciate that. Good live too. It was a fucking phenomenal fucking live. I was fucking on fumes. You're touching too many guilty souls. They're like, this guy is speaking too much of the truth. I gotta fucking report him. Okay. It gave me a chance to go on Instagram live. Yeah. Yeah, people don't realize. People just are, and we have to, We have to learn to change people's self-talk. That's the biggest thing. It's changing your self-talk. Whenever we feel uncomfortable, that is growth. That is growth. Whenever you feel cravings, if your macros are on point, right? I'm not saying starve yourself, but in all reality, you're not really fucking starving if you have hella fucking body fat. That's what we have to understand. If you have body fat, you can't sit here and tell me you're starving, because you're not. Your body has more than enough fucking body fat to fucking live off of. It's just the discomfort. When you've consistently trained your mind to think, oh, I'm hungry, I should probably get something to eat. Oh, I'm hungry, I should probably get... No, motherfucker, the body will... It's overfeeding the appetite. It's any appetite. That's the thing. We all have different appetites, right? My appetite was the appetite for lust. Great thing about when we came in, yeah, killing the day. Yeah, I don't think fasting is wrong, bro. I've gotten in shape fasting. This is me right now, not fasting. But I've gotten myself in shape. I did a cut. Where are we at? I do understand fast, bro. This is me on a bulk. I did a bulk. I did a 4-month bulk. A 4-month bulk. Got up to 76 pounds. And then I did fasting for about 3 months. Did fasting for 3 months. And I got absolutely diced. Right. I did a 3-month fasting, right? 16-8, 16-8, 16-8, 16-8, 16-8. 16-hour fast, 8-hour window. 16-hour fast, 8-hour window. And I got shredded. Packing some me on the... I love you. I love you, brother. Yeah, I'm 5'7", right? So, and now I don't fast. I'm still shredded. So what was the key there? Because you're going to have to fucking eat eventually, right? Even if you fast, you still have to fucking eat. And if you go back to the same issue, you go to the same issue, it's like, what the fuck am I going to eat? Right? So fasting does not solve the issue. Yeah. That's what, I'm 186 foot, 180, yeah. So, my buddy I was just with, he's 6 foot. He's like about 170, 170. He needs a good shape. You need to tighten up a little bit. Love you, Victor. Yeah. And someone who has, fuck yeah, bro. Bro, you're 6'2", 145. Motherfucker, dude, you do look like a crackhead. I appreciate the honesty. Motherfucker, you need to pack on some size. Bro, you know how fucking insane you look if you put on like fucking 40 pounds? You need to be 215. No, he doesn't need to be 215. He needs to be like a solid 185. Put on 40 pounds of solid muscle. It'll take you some time, bro, but you'll fucking never look at life ever again. People can use your fucking bicep as a fucking jungle gym. If you ever have kids, you're 6 foot fucking 2, bro. Just put your arm out and have your kids hang on it. At 6'2", I won't look bad at all. No, because it doesn't really matter the weight, bro. I'm 5'7", 158 pounds, right? I'm 5'7", 158 pounds. I literally weigh still 12 more pounds than you, bro. 13 more pounds than you, right? Namaste. Yeah, bro, but I look 10 times better than you, bro. Ah, don't go there, Alex. Oh, crap. Yeah, but I look fucking phenomenal. That's the difference, bro. 10 times. 10 times, brother. 10 times better than you. Without a doubt. You're winning. But again, it's because I know my shit. But forget me, brother. The people that I've helped out, are incredible. Right? Let's look you up, brother. What's your Instagram? Let's look it up. Let's do this. Let's go. Body for body. Body for body. What's your Instagram? I'll pull it up. I'll show everybody. Let's go. Drop your Instagram handle. All right. Feeling I'm pouring rain here, so I can't do my long run today. Yeah, you can. Run in the rain. Run in the rain. Let's see. I wish I could look at it. Let's just see. Hello, Instagram. Body for body. I guarantee you'll beat him in every pose. Back double bicep. But either way, man, I'm not here to fucking measure dicks. Knowledge. Hello, Taimon, TK. Hello, TK. I got banned. I not got banned. I got suspended off TikTok Live, so I'm going on Instagram Live. But I'm gonna start going live on Instagram, and I'm going on live on YouTube right now. Anthony Vanderpool was in here. Maybe we can all have a conversation. Anthony, are you still in here? Where my Zens? Got my Zens. But it doesn't matter, bro. Like, if you want to get more shit, but trust me, not 10 but I respect you and your hard work. Trust me, yeah, 100%. I 100% it. I appreciate it too, bro. Yeah. 19 fucking years, bro. 19 years of doing this shit, still working at it. But I can cover macros, pretty much. Macros is what I can pretty come. I don't know if you, the health and the fasting and things like that. But I have to do it on my whiteboard. Do I have my fucking paper towel? I do have my paper towel. Fuck it, let's teach a lesson. Let's teach a lesson. All right, lesson time. We have our food, we have our coffee. Lesson time. But man, I hate that I have to turn both of the phones around, man. I can't invert this though. Can I invert this? No, I can't. I can only turn it this way. No laptop. I do have my laptop. I just have to invert you guys. Let me see something. Can I invert Instagram Live? I understand calories, protein, getting stronger from math. What should I learn about macros? That's a good question. So I understand calories, protein, and getting stronger from mass, but what should I learn about macros? You cannot. So look, remember this saying. To know and not to do is not to know. To know what to do, but if you don't do it, then you don't know how to do it. That's the biggest thing. You cannot invert the camera during an Instagram live broadcast. Fuck. I'm just gonna have to do it the other fucking way. All right, so be it. We'll make it work. I don't care. I'll just have to like carbs and fat. Yeah, you need fucking understand carbs and fat, brother. 100%. That's like only knowing about work and not knowing about health and relationships, right? Imagine if all you knew is just how to work, but you have no idea how to talk to girls or how to even get healthy, right? Kind of wouldn't be the best life. I was eating your phone instead of invert your phone. You can also set your phone setting to invert your front camera. How do I do that? I have no idea how to do that. What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean? You can also set your phone setting to invert your front facing camera. Understand glucose and blood pressure as well. Yeah, girls scare the shit out of me. Girls scare the shit out of you. I can't say they're not gonna bite you. They might bite you. Some girls bite. They're not gonna shoot you, bro. YouTube and Instagram completely different. I love it. Double tap my screen. No, it's gonna go the other way. No. God damn it. Will girls be less scary at 180 pounds? Girls will be less scary when you realize they're just soft, gentle little puppies, right? And you're there to protect them. Okay, fuck it. Macros it is. We're gonna learn macros. I'm just gonna have to go behind the camera. I don't care. It's all about the lesson. Okay. Oh, my motherfucking calves. Puta, bro. My fucking calves hurt so much. All right, let's go. Are you using Android, iPhone? I'm using iPhone. Yeah, I'm using iPhone. Oh, man, my fucking calves. Fucking sore as a motherfucker. Oh, hello, beautiful people. We're gonna learn about fucking macros. Are macros that important? Bro, macros will change your fucking life. I'm telling you, macros will change your life. I'm just gonna pop a Zen. A Zenny? A Zimbabwe? Yeah. Oh, my fucking calf. I'm 31, bro. Bruv. Okay. I always have something to teach. I love teaching. Zen's made my life better. Are you using it? Isn't it one? I turned 21 in December. Oh, bro, you're a fucking baby, bro. You're 20 years old, bro. You're a fucking child, bro. I mean, that's good, bro. Learn your math. You'll fucking be diced. Okay, lesson time. I'm just gonna have to fucking turn you motherfuckers around. All right. Yeah, it's the only way. It's the only way. That's that. Let me see if I can do something. Add member, click, turn off, add moderator, turn off, and then turn off the questions. What is this? No. Okay. Yeah, fuck, there's no way to invert this. I'm just gonna have to turn you guys around. All right, well, I'm gonna speak, and then we will just I'll have to go and check on you guys back. Okay, so let's do this. All right, beautiful. All right, lesson number 1. Perfect. All right, beautiful. Welcome, friends and families, to today's whiteboard lesson. What are we learning about, Coach? We're learning about motherfucking macros. Okay. All right. We're gonna learn about macros. What the fuck are macros, Alex? Okay, macros. First and foremost, we have to understand, very simple, okay? Everything has macros. Macros is short for macronutrients. Macronutrients. All right, but what are macronutrients, Alex? Perfect. All right, there's 3 main macronutrients. There's protein, there's carbs, and there's fats. Okay, there's protein, carbs, and fats. We're going to break this down. Okay, so what's the whole purpose of learning about macros? What's the whole purpose about learning macros? Learning macros is what's going to ultimately get you to lose. If you learn macros and you understand macros, you can lose 10 pounds, you can lose 20 pounds, you can lose 50 pounds, you can lose 100 pounds. You can get a 6-pack, you can get a bikini body, right? What is that all going to lead? That's going to lead you to having more energy, more confidence, right? More adventures. Really? Yeah, fuck yeah, bro. You know what I mean? More adventures, better dating life, right? Better sex, finances, right? More money, 100%. You lose anywhere between 10 to 100 pounds. You get a 6-pack, you're going to make more money simply because you have more energy, more confidence. Okay? That's going to also raise your self-esteem. Right? Before I teach you the how and the what, we need to know why the fuck are we going to even learn this shit. Right? You're not going to want to learn something if it doesn't apply to your fucking life. So, we're learning macros so we can not just lose this fucking weight, but also gain. It's not just about lose. Motherfucker, it's about gaining the quality of life, a better quality of life as well. And a better quality of life is simply predicated by how much energy you have on a daily basis, how fucking confident you are in yourself, how many things you get to do with your life, adventure, your fucking dating life, who you're with, your finances. Ain't nobody happy being broke, right? And your self-esteem, what you feel worthy of doing with your life. So these, believe it or not, macros is something that's going to help us attain all this. Yes? All right, let me see what you guys say. Do you ever eat McDonald's, bro? Fuck no, McDonald's. I have more respect for myself than that. Let's see what you're lucky, Lando. You got to lock the fuck in, but by the time you're 30, look like this dude, just a little more body fat, and I'm taller than him. You don't look like me. You said blood pressure and glucose levels. My sugars are always. He's spinning facts right now. Of course, I'm spinning facts. Okay, cool. B, thank you for coming in. I do look a bit better. No, you don't, brother. I doubt it. 100%. Just a little bit more fat, so you don't look like me. All right. So, now we have a better understanding of where we're at. How does this fucking happen, right? How does this all happen? How do we get here? How do we get from here? You got 10, 20, 30 pounds to lose. Simply means you have belly fat. You have belly fat. You have love handles. Right? You have man boobs. Or for girls, you have a fupa. Right? Let's just fucking be honest. Like girls have this. Okay? Guys have man boobs. And you have fucking a pudge, whatever it might be, okay? That's the body fat. And that's going to come from anywhere between 10 to 100 pounds of body fat that you technically have. Why? Why? Because you ate too much food. How the fuck did you get here? You just ate too much food. Every time you were hungry, you went and ate. Whether it was fast food, whether it's home cooked meals, whether it was sweets, whether it was fucking alcohol. Alright? That's also too. You understand that? Okay? That's how we got here. So, and because you're here, you don't have as much energy, you don't have as much confidence, you're not doing as many things that you would like to, your dating life might not be that fucking good, or you're in a relationship with your partner and maybe the sex isn't as good, or you guys are kind of losing the fire, whatever it might be, right? Your finances might be shit, or your self-esteem, or your finances might be really fucking good, you just fucking don't have the energy that you want with your life, you don't like the way you look. So again, all of this came from the simple fact of you just got way too comfortable, you ate what the fuck you wanted, and now you're here. Beautiful. Now, in order for us to start getting rid of anything, right? We're not gonna fucking try to work twice as hard. It's work smarter and work harder. So we must first understand the food part of it. Because you didn't fucking get fat because you weren't running enough, because you weren't lifting enough, because you weren't on the Stairmaster. You got fucking body fat because you just ate too much food and you ate whenever you wanted and whatever you decided to eat. Okay? So now we come back to macros. Now we have a reason of why we want to learn macros. And another reason why macros versus calories versus keto versus all these. Let me tell you why. Whenever you do fucking keto, right? Keto, or you cut out carbs. When you cut out carbs, you go from eating this much to simply eating this much. And then all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I lost weight. Man, I cut out carbs and I lost weight. It wasn't the carbs. You went from eating three times to eating 2 times. You fucking ate less. Or how about this one? I stopped eating, right? I stopped eating after 8 p.m. and I lost weight. No, you stopped. You stopped eating. 8 p.m. doesn't give a fuck. You stopped eating. Keto, you stopped eating more food. Fasting. Man, I lost weight fasting. So you stopped eating as much. You stopped eating for like 16 hours. I started counting calories. I lost weight. So you reduced your calories. Yeah, so you stopped eating as much. You see, it's all kind of starting to make sense now, right? All right, I don't have any of that. I took a while to converse with them. He's spinning back now. Beautiful, perfect. Now, perfect, beautiful, perfect. Now that we're here, why do I choose macros over any of these diets? Right? Fasting. This can be applied to any of these except keto, because keto is just pretty much fucking stupid. Right? You cut out carbs completely. You can lose weight, but it's not sustainable. It's not. We want sustainability. That's the biggest thing. We want sustainability. You want to be able to do this for a very fucking long time. We've been doing this now for 19 years. You want to be able to do it for the next 20, 30, 40 years. So first and foremost, we have to understand macros. Again, macros. But the first macronutrient is protein, right? What does protein do? Who can answer that? I'll give you the answer, but put it in the chat. What do you think protein does? You two answer that. Oh my gosh. I have like one. Dude, I wish I could invert this somewhere else. Fuck it, I'm just gonna explain the lesson. Fuck it, I'm just gonna teach the fucking lesson. Now, so we have protein. Protein is simple, let's break it down. Protein simply builds... Motherfucker, I can't spell. Builds muscle. Let's just put it down, okay? Protein builds muscle. That's it. Without it, we don't build muscle. Without it, we don't build muscle. Which leads me to the next question most people have. How much protein should I be getting in a day? How much, Alex? This is the way, the best answer I can give you is this. If currently in your current situation, right? In your current situation, if you are not tracking your protein, right? Imagine this. Imagine you get paid from work and you just take the checks and you put it into your, underneath your bed. You put it underneath your bed and you put it underneath the bed. Or you cash the check and you put it underneath your bed. And I went and asked you, hey, how much money do you have? Well, I don't know. It's under my bed. Like, have you ever counted it? No. Okay, well, you're trying to buy this car. You need at least $10,000. Do you have $10,000? Like, I don't know. I'm like, then go count. So it's the same thing with your protein. If right now you're not counting your protein, the first and simple step that you can do to make sure that this right here, you want to build muscle. What I have on me is muscle. Either muscle, body fat, or water. So simply put, starting off at 100 grams of protein a day, right? 100 grams of protein, right? Whether it's chicken, whether it's beef, whether it's eggs, whether it's protein powder, whatever it might be. These are some of them, right? Chicken, eggs, beef, protein powder. Those are some of the basic, simple ways of protein. Get to 100. If you're not tracking 100 grams of protein a day right now and you start, you will lose at least 5 to 10 pounds within the first month. Within 30 days, I guarantee you, you start eating 100 grams of protein every single day, you'll lose anywhere between 5 to fucking 10, maybe 15 pounds in just 1 month.
Will maintain. Also increases. Protein keeps you more full and lets you hold on to muscle when you're losing weight. Losing weight, 100%. You're losing body fat.
Yes, ultimately. But why is that? But why is it that you'll lose anywhere between 5 to 10 pounds, 5 to 15 pounds within the first month of just eating more protein? Because simply put, right? Why do we gain all this? Well, how do we get there? We overate, right? We overate so much here. When you eat this, when you eat at least 100 grams of protein, and protein solely builds muscle, then you're not leaving much room for you to eat the other things that cause you to gain body fat, which we'll get into. That's what I really want you to understand. When you start to fill up, because most of the time you eat because you're fucking hungry. Okay? So if we start to fill your body up with more protein, which is what builds muscle, and protein's good, you're not going to feel as hungry, which means you're not going to eat more of the things that have built body fat. Okay? 100 grams. You can download the app called MyFitnessPal. Do not buy the premium. Download MyFitnessPal and simply just track your food. Okay? If you need help with that, I have a school community. It's $49 a month. We do 100 grams of protein challenge. 30-day 100 gram protein challenge. So we teach you how to track your protein, and we teach you what foods are going to get you to 100 grams of protein, right? That's in my school community. You can find that in the link in my bio, or I can give it to you later after we're done, okay? We teach you how to get to 100 grams of protein in 30 days, and we give you the foods that are going to give you exactly 100 grams of protein, right? Now, which leads me to the next one, carbohydrates. Carbo-fucking-hydrates. Let me check the thing if you have any questions.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Water loss, carb increase, water retention.
There's no fucking such thing as fuck your water retention, bro. Fuck your water retention. Hate when people talk about water retention. Okay, next, carbohydrates. I'm gonna put it in green because carbs are not on, right? Simply put, carbs are energy. That's it. Carbs are energy. Carbs are gas. Okay? Can your car go without gas? No! You can't fucking drive your car without gas. So carbohydrates are simply gas. Gasolina. Alright? Gasolina. Just gas. The issue is, most people have a gas tank, right? Have a gas tank that only holds 10 gallons of gas. 10 gallons of gas, right? Most people have 10 gallons of gas and that's all they can hold. And on a daily basis, people pour 15 gallons of fucking gas into their fucking tank. So what ends up happening with the other 5? The other 5 starts to spill over. We call that body fat storage. That's it. Your tank can only hold 10. And you put 15. You're fucked. Okay? Another thing people do is they fill up the gas tank, 10 gallons. They don't go anywhere. They don't work out. They don't do anything. They go the next day and they pour another 10 gallons of gas. And now you overspill massively, which is more stored fat. That's a huge one. Clearly, what we can see, if we simply put 10 gallons of gas and we use the 10 gallons, brought it back down to 0, we filled up the next day, we would never have that extra storage body fat. Or if we limited it, okay? That's huge. Now, how much is too much? Okay? How much is too much? I always tell people, your rep range is anywhere between 150 grams to 200 grams of carbs a day if you're looking to lose weight. If you're looking to lose weight, no more than 150 to 200 grams. Minimum around 150, 200 grams. That's it. Any more than that, you're losing your shit. And how do we put this into terms? Well, how much is carbs? Let me put it this way. A handful of pasta. This much pasta, a handful of pasta is anywhere between 40 to 60 grams of carbs. Okay, take this handful of pasta, handful is anywhere between 40 to 60 grams of carbs. Most people have 2 handfuls of pasta. So let's go on the low end. 40 plus 40, you're already at 80 grams of pasta. Just pasta. Okay? Your limit's between 150 and 200. That's pasta. That's not breakfast. That's not snacks. That's not drinks. None of that. So you can see how easily it is to go over your fucking limit. And that's why measuring is super important. It's extra work. But you know what's extra work too? Having no energy, having low confidence, having no fun, not having a good dating life, not fucking be able to have the energy to make more money to start your business, and having low self-esteem. That's fucking tedious as a motherfucker. Also looking in the mirror and not liking what you see. That's fucking tedious. That sucks. Walking around being like, damn, I don't like the way I look, I don't like this. Negative self-talk, that's fucking tedious. We have to understand, you're paying a price already. How much more of that price do you want to pay? Which price do you want to pay? The price of discipline or the price of constant regret and shame and guilt?
Hello, Rachel. You full when you're body. Say hi. Hello. Steroids. Yeah, when I was 23 to 24, I did.
Okay? Now, we'll cover fats. Okay? When it comes to fats, fats are also energy and hormones. Right? Fats are good for energy and hormones, but it's different type of energy. We want to have a low-fat diet. Simply put, because fat, we don't use fats as much. Like I'm using fats right now, just small energy, nothing crazy. When we work out, we use carbohydrates, we use gasoline. Fats are the oil of the car. You still need it to function. You need gas, oil to function the fucking car. You can't function without it. So I always tell people, keep your fats anywhere between 30, max 50 grams if you're looking for these type of results. If you're looking to lose anywhere between 10 to 100 fucking pounds, keep your fats low. You don't really use fats as much, right? Fats can be avocado, fats can be eggs, fats, oil. The simple truth is this. 1 tablespoon of fucking olive oil is 14 grams of fat. 1 tablespoon of fucking olive oil is 14 grams of fat. And your limit, my clients have gotten the best results, lost 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 100 pounds, right? Have kept a rep range of 30 to 50 grams of fat a day. And so 1 tablespoon of olive oil is like 14 grams of fat. 2 tablespoons of peanut butter is 16 grams of fat. 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. Motherfucker, if you ever eat peanut butter, you don't use 2 tablespoons. You fucking spread that bitch. Spread it, boom. 1 tablespoon of butter. 1 tablespoon of butter is around 9 to 11 grams of fat. 1 tablespoon of butter. This butter I have in my fridge. 11 grams of fat for 1 tablespoon. 11. So if you decide to have peanut butter, some normal butter, right? You're already at 27 grams of fucking fat. Shit, you decide to have some olive oil on the pan for some eggs, you're already at fucking 40 something grams of fat. That's most people. Hello, beautiful people. Right, used to, yeah. Carbs is like gas in the engine, but most people eat more than, 100%. Yeah, 100%, yeah. Okay? So that's what we have to, and this is where understanding macros is. It's not that avocados are unhealthy, right? It's not that olive oil is unhealthy. It doesn't matter, right? It's not that olive oil is unhealthy. It's not that avocados are unhealthy. It's not that peanut butter is unhealthy. It's none of that. It's simply put, if you have a fucking credit card limit of $2,000 and you buy $3,000 of toys, right? Of fucking bear care toys for kids who are suffering, right? Really nice gesture, $3,000 of it. Your credit card company's gonna say, fuck you. Now you fucking get penalized. You went over. It doesn't matter what you did with the money. They don't care who you helped. You still went over. It's the same thing with understanding your macros. It's like if you are gonna fucking eat olive oil, avocado, this, understand you're gonna go over and you're gonna have more fucking body fat. So it's simply is understanding there's a limit to it. It's not that you can't have it, but it's understanding, and once you understand these numbers, you're gonna gain a level of energy back. Because now your body's not having to fucking deal with all the extra body fat you have. And the best way I can put it is this way. If you have 50 pounds to lose, imagine carrying 25-pound dumbbells everywhere you fucking go. But they're not building muscle. 25-pound dumbbells, you're walking to work, you're walking around the office, you're walking with your family, you're sitting at home, 25 fucking pound dumbbells on each hand, motherfucker, you're gonna get tired as shit. No wonder you have no energy. You're carrying an extra 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds of fat, and the food you're eating isn't fucking helping you out. Esteban, what's up, Pablo? Fats for hormones and energy, but it's a different type of energy. You keep your fats pretty low, 30. Yeah, 100%. How can I keep the fat intake? Yeah, 100%. So let me see what it said. All right, the carbs are okay. How can I keep my fat in my diet, bro? Like, keep it low. If you want to keep your fats low, you have to understand certain things. You have to track, right? You have to track. So that's it. It's simple. Like it's just understanding that your biggest assets when it comes to building muscle and everything like that, it's gonna come mainly from carbohydrates, carbs and protein. You keep your fats low by looking at what has high fats. Whole eggs. Whole eggs are great. They just have, it's not even a but. They just have 5 grams of fat. 5 grams of fat. There's nothing wrong with it. These are actually really good fats. Avocados are good too. But I keep a low-fat diet because fats don't help us as much as we want them to. Okay? This is what we want to keep high. You want to keep this high. High protein keeps you full. You want your carbs moderate, 150. Let me put it this way. 1 cup of rice is like 40 grams of carbs. 40 to 50 grams. And if you're keeping it 150, 200, that's just one meal. That's the thing. That's the thing. This is just one meal. That's why people go over. It's a lot. So there's a couple of options. Okay? You can start off, right? You can start off with, first off, with 100 grams of protein a day. Start there. From there, then you can do 200 grams of carbs, right? Get MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is an app on the App Store. And then your fats, again, 30 to 50 grams. These are okay macros starting off for anybody. Start there. It's more complicated than it seems, but that's where you can start. Any questions? Salud desde Barranquilla, Colombia. You're the best. Gracias, parce. Gracias. Saludos. Let me fucking turn you guys the other way fucking around now, so you can, fuck. Okay, cool. Any questions? Hello. Hello. Q, parce. Sounds like a lot of tracking, but I'm sure I'll get used to it quickly. So it is. So again, the other options you have, right? The other options you have, right? Which is what my people did,
you have a couple options. Number one, obviously you can do it on your own. Right? Number two, you can, I have a school community, right? I have a school community, it's $49 a month, right? And I teach you how to track your protein, we teach you how to track your other macros. And then you can also do a one-on-one with me, right? Which is $850 a month to $2,500 for 3 months. And what you ultimately get is your own personalized plan on top of a high level of accountability, right? So you're into my circle of my 15 and 20 people circle. So this is how I've been able to get my people the best results, right? Massive results. Massive results. From there to there, right? Massive results. Diced. And when you have that level of consistency, it just makes everything so much more different. And that's why most people just never get to where they want to get to, because it's a lot. It's not something easy. I mean, shit. If it was easy, then everyone around here would fucking have a 6-pack. But it's like anything. It's something that you're gonna do for the rest of your life. And I tell people, I'm like, because if you don't learn this, you're gonna have to put up with this at one point in your life. You're gonna have to put up with this. You're gonna have to deal with it either now or later down in your life. And every single day that you put it off, you're just digging yourself a deeper hole. You know? Time is 12, cool. Let me just get out of the mouse. Any questions? Fuck yeah, dude. I fucking love teaching, bro. Yeah. And there's always different ways to teach. I like teaching because this is what changed my life. What to do with that disaster behind the board? Todd, if you would have been here earlier, yeah. But yeah, no, I'm telling you, man, this is one of the best things you can ever learn. To do these lives, bro. Of course, bro. I fucking love doing these lives. These lives make me happy. I love doing these lives. Because ultimately, that's what we're here to do. It's Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? The lowest need, is the need for the basic needs: food, shelter, water. What photos? Photos of what? Photos of what? We need to go in the same lighting. You look good though. Yeah, you've leaned out so much. You leaned out so much. You leaned out so much. Go run in the rain. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Bro, good. Trying. What? Hello. Oh, hello to you, brother. How are you? Yeah, cool. Yeah. Looking #. Any questions? And as far as training, I mean, we can cover training. I love training. Training's beautiful, right? All right, we'll cover training now. This will make the biggest difference here. Any last questions before this? Any last questions? Any last questions on this? Trying to get 20 more subs to go live. We out Caliperio. How can we do it? I don't fucking... How do you get people to subscribe for you? You fucking give out value, brother. You give value. Post 20 videos today. Post 20 videos today. That's it. That's the only way you get subscribers. You fucking post and post and post and post. How else? Right? Or you pay people. You can pay people to subscribe for you. That's the fastest way. I'll give everyone $1 who goes and subscribes to my fucking YouTube channel. Dude, that's not bad. If you get 1,000 people to subscribe and you give 1,000 buckaroonies, that's interesting. Send me a screenshot of you. I guess they can unsubscribe. Yeah. Any questions with you at Instagram? Yeah, bro, yeah, just put out like 20 videos. And then you'll go from there. Okay, I guess from here I can go and write a schedule for tomorrow. Yes, look, right in the rain. Yeah, fuck it, put a hoodie on. I don't know, depends. I'll get drenched, but sounds wholesome. Oh, I fucking hate running in the rain. Oh, I fucking hate running in the rain, Ali. It's the fucking worst. No, I don't even know, honestly. Day to post unlimited content. Day to post unlimited. Bro, just post. Just post. Don't overthink it. Just give value. Give value. Give value. Instagram. Any questions? There's fucking 4 of you in here. Ask away. Hi, brother. Namaste. Watched your live last few minutes ago. It was cool. Awesome, brother. In the rain, be careful not to get hit by a car when crossing. People suck at driving. Ghost. Hello, Ghost. Ghost, you never added me on Instagram. I don't like you anymore. I like this shit. I need to get another phone. Fuck! I'm gonna have to get another phone. I'm gonna have fucking 3 phones here, bitches. Right? TikTok, Instagram. I gotta figure something out. I will. Fine. Go. It's the Alex Duenas and another charger. No, I need to. I will. I like it though. It's consistency. Consistency. It's called the Alex Duenas. Go do that now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not in an hour. How can we support our channel? What do you mean how can we support our channel? Ask the phone guy to show you how to change the camera setting to be inverted. I just need to do some research. I need to ask ChatGPT, right? So, I'm going to cover training. Oh, Allie, are you still in here? Oh, probably because you weren't using it. What? Allie. Are you still in here? Let me know if you're still in here. I'm gonna cover training. I'll cover different muscle groups. I mean, I could. Muscle groups are not bad. But I feel like the fucking main muscle group people want me to cover is fucking abdominals. I'll ask you two. If I can cover any part of training, right? The mistakes people make. I'm gonna cover fucking mistakes. What are the biggest mistakes people make when it comes to training? Biggest mistake? Motherfucker, biggest mistake. Oh, there's 1 big mistakes. But the first mistake is not having a plan. No plan. That's the first biggest mistake. It's just not having a plan. You're not gonna be able to read shit. I'm just because I want to be able to look at the chat. Okay? Not having a plan. Okay? That's the first mistake. You just go in there, you look around, and what do we end up doing when we just look around in a gym? We go to what's more, what? Comfortable. That's what we end up going to. We're going to always go to what's more comfortable. I'm subscribed such a... I love it. Appreciate you. Thank you. Now, right, we're going to go to what's comfortable. Most people go to a fucking treadmill. Cardio. Right? Cardio is what you go to. It's cardio, because it's what you're comfortable. You're scared of the free weights. So, and if you're intimidated to go to the gym, when I first started off working out, I didn't go to the gym for fucking years. Like, at least 2 years, I think. I started working out at home. I can't even draw a regular house, because the house in Colombia didn't look like that. The house in Colombia looked like this. With a little fence. This is my house in Colombia. I didn't have a house. My grandma had a house in Colombia, right? My mom's from Colombia, my dad's from El Salvador. I started working out when I was 12 years old, okay? And this is the story behind how you started working out. So, first and foremost, I love my father. Great father. He supported us. He a great provider. We just had very tough upbringing. My dad was very tough on me. I love my mother. My mother was great with me. But up to a certain point, like, I got bullied. I got bullied at home. I got bullied at fucking school. That's just fucking part of life. So be it. Cry me a river. But during that time, I wasn't really a big fan of myself. I wasn't a big fan of life. I had good moments. Don't get me wrong. We all do as a kid. We have good moments. We have bad moments. All of us. Little trauma. Fuck it. Whatever. But I played baseball. I had a friend of mine
My friend, his name was Chris. My man, he was a fucking prodigy. Track, football, baseball, straight A student. We were in middle school, okay? Not even middle school, elementary school still. Like, he just did all these different sports. One day, he was outside of the dugout when we were playing baseball. I looked at him, and he had like these arms, right? Wait, Latino guy playing baseball? Get out of here, I hate you. Right? So, I look at him, I'm like, damn, bro, you're jacked, and he's talking to this girl, really pretty girl. And I'm like, dude, I just wanted that. When you're a kid, there's sometimes as a child, you see something, and that's all you want. At that moment, all I wanted was some big biceps and a cute girlfriend. That's it. So after practice, I went up to him. I'm like, bro, can you show me what you do? Like, how do you do it? Like, how do you have muscles? He's like, yeah, bro, I can show you. Cool. So I proceed to go to his fucking house the next day. And I get there. Hi, Madeline. Hi, Carlos. Say hi to his parents. Walk in the back. Oh, what's up? So he teaches me how to do push-ups. He teaches me how to do sit-ups. Teaches me how to do bicep curls. We had like 3-pound weights. So then, my parents end up sending me and my brother to Colombia for the summer, for 3 months. Before I went to Colombia, there was this box. In this box, there was these handles. And this box was called the perfect push-up. Right? The perfect. They were just these 2 fucking little circles and handles. All you did is go down, up, down, up. That's it. But what came with it? The most important thing that this fucking perfect push-up, this little box came with, was number 1, the mistake that most people do. The number 1 mistake people most do, right? They don't have a plan. This fucking thing came with a fucking calendar. It came with a calendar. I'll never forget it. Right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And every single week, it gave me a list of exercises. Right? How many push-ups to do? How many sit-ups to do? Right? How many sit-ups, how many push-ups? How many sit-ups and how many push-ups? So it came with a schedule. At 12 years old, I had a workout plan from this little fucking box, from this little tool. And it showed me how to do things. That's another thing. So from the minute I didn't make the first mistake, I had a plan. But I need you to understand that I also did what most people don't do. I asked somebody, can you teach me to do what you do? I didn't try to learn it on my own. I saw someone who had what I wanted. And this is what we have to understand. If you see someone that has something, obviously they've done certain things to get it. Don't be too shy. Don't be too shy to not ask what they're doing right. That will get you so much further in life. If you simply ask people, how do you do what you do? Like, I'm curious. Be curious. And if you get rejected, it's just redirection. That's okay. It shows that you have courage. So once I got this little calendar, I took off. I went to fucking Colombia. Right? I went to Colombia. And at that point, was I the most social kid? Did I have the best social skills? Not necessarily. Like, I would talk with my teammates. But my parents kept me home a lot. I was fucking elementary school. Fuck yeah, they're going to keep me at home. What are they going to send me, right? So, but I went to Colombia. One of the most beautiful things when you go to Colombia and you are American is that Colombian kids, they're like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you speak English, you're from America, how is it over there? They're very intrigued. ¿De dónde tú eres? Tú eres de América, tú hablas inglés, ¿cómo son las cosas allá? ¿Cómo va la escuela? ¿Qué haces así? All these different things. So, during the time, I would go out there, there was no fucking iPads. There was no iPhones. There was none of this fucking shit. It was like, hey, we have a bag of marbles. Do you want to go play with marbles? And so we'd run around, play with marbles. We'd play tag. We'd play manhunt. We'd play all these little silly games. We just fucking ran outside, right? So every day I would go out there and socialize, make friends, which is such a fucking incredible skill to have. The ability to socialize, the ability to speak to people. So when I would go over there and I would socialize with people, at night I would come home. You see, fuck this marker.
at night, my grandma would be sitting down and she would be knitting. My grandma would be knitting some certain things. And she would be watching her TV. Right? She'd be watching her TV. And over here, there was this couch. Okay? There was this couch. And on this couch, I'd sit there and I would do my push-ups. I would do the little push-ups. I'd look at my calendar. All right, 3 sets of 25 reps. 3 sets of 25 reps is sit-ups. So I would be here as a little kid doing my fucking push-ups. Right? Doing my fucking push-ups every single night. Doing my little push-ups, doing my little sit-ups. After about a month, I started to wear these little tank tops. I thought I was jacked. But after a month of being consistent with my little calendar, I started to build some muscle. And then that's when people started to notice, like, yo, you're gaining some muscle. I'll never forget, one of the kids asked me, yo, what do you do? After a month, I took him back to my grandma's house and I showed him my little perfect push-up. And that was kind of like the starting point of everything too. Think about it. Somebody saw me, just like my friend, asked me what I did and I showed them. That's the most beautiful thing about life, is the ability to show someone something that's changed your life that can change their life. That's fulfillment. And I truly believe that's the highest point of like happiness, is helping somebody who was once struggling with what you were struggling and showing them the answer to their struggle and having them now overcome that struggle. It's a beautiful thing, because you're legitimately making someone else's life a lot better because of your existence and because of the experiences that you had in life. And so after about 3 months, right, there was another time where it was a big life changer for me. Was I played Manhunt with this girl. Right? I played Manhunt with this girl, and her name was Valentina. Right? Valentina. She was like 14 years old. I was 12 years old. Curly hair. She would wear this pink skirt, white and pink striped shirt, never forget. And one day we're playing Manhunt. We go, and as we're running around, we go and we hide together. And I'll never forget, we're hiding behind this tree. She turns to me, I'm looking at her, and then we both go in for a kiss. At that moment, I'm like, wow, this is incredible, right? But then there was another surprise. This girl had the audacity to stick her tongue in my mouth. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on over here? I almost punched her in the face. No, I'm kidding. But I was like, all right, I guess I'll just do the same thing. And so then I put my tongue in her mouth, and then before you know it, we were making out. I was like, wow. I'll never forget that day, because I remember running around, and then my fucking aunt like whistles, massive long whistle, and she's like, Alexander, and because it's like 9 p.m., I'm still fucking running around, and she calls me inside. We go back inside the house. I go, and then I go, what do? I don't go shower. No, I said, motherfucker, I gotta go get this workout in. So I bust out my fucking workout. I'm feeling high, I'm feeling proud. It's probably one of the best experiences I've ever had in my entire life. I had friends, I had a girl I liked, I was working out, I was surrounded by my family. My whole life changed from that moment. You know, coming from being bullied at school, coming from having a very difficult upbringing with my father at that point, not having many friends, not having confidence, not having much hope, to then going to this whole different country, making friends, having fun, being around my loving family. I came back to the States, just completely changed. And so that's where my journey of working out really began. And it began in Colombia. And since then, I gained a level of confidence that when I came back to the States, I just wasn't the same 12-year-old kid anymore. I went into a middle school, a completely different boy. And since then, I've never stopped. And so when you start working out, you don't have to go straight to a gym. You don't have to. For our line to do, let's take, bro. Thank you, brother. Right? You don't have to go to the gym. If you start working out at home, the biggest mistake people make, again, with working out at home, is that you still don't have a plan. You don't have kind of a schedule. You don't have a schedule of like what you have to do at what time too. So you end up not doing it at all. And most people think, if I want to get in shape, I have to go to the gym. I have to do cardio. Motherfucker, take the first step. take the first step. The first step can simply be 10, 20 push-ups at home, and that could be it. But that is a step in the right direction. It's all about stacking small wins. It's all about base hits. So if you're not doing anything now and you wanted to start somewhere, you can start with 25 push-ups, and the next day you can do 25 squats and work your legs. You can do that on a daily basis, and you do that 6-7 days a week, you will start to build something called confidence, right? You're gonna build confidence within yourself because you're proving to yourself that you can do something hard. It's hard for you. Yeah, snowball effect. And a lot of my clients who've lost a lot of weight, who have helped out, I've started them off by 10 to 15 minutes at home. And when you have somebody that hasn't been working out, when you haven't been working out, when you haven't been consistent, you do one workout, you're gonna be sore. You're gonna be sore simply because you're doing more than what you're used to doing. Now, you're not getting overly sore, right? You're not getting overly sore, but you're feeling good about yourself because you're deciding to do something that's painful. You're deciding to do something that does involve effort, takes effort. And most importantly, you're investing back into yourself. You're taking the most precious asset that we have, right? The most important asset that we have, which is time, and you're dedicating it to improving yourself. When you improve yourself, you improve the quality of your life. When you improve the quality of your life, you feel good about your life. But when we don't make the effort to improve ourselves, then we're not taking the effort to improve the quality of your life. And if you're not progressing in life, you're regressing. That's where anxiety, doubt, depression, fear, anger really does come from. The simple fact that you're not making the strides to move yourself forward. And that's what personal development is all about. Is taking what you have in your control, whether it's your thoughts and your actions, and you're taking positive actions, creating positive thoughts, and ultimately gives you a positive result. When you start to have negative thoughts, it creates negative actions, which gives you negative results. And ultimately, you start to create a negative life of yours. Okay? So, hello, David! Hello! Hello, buddy. How are you? Welcome to class. Any questions, YouTube? Don't worry, David. I have YouTube here. There's like 11 people on there. Hello, my friend. Hello. Yeah, I got suspended off TikTok. Usually I'm on TikTok fucking doing a bunch of these fucking lectures and my little drawings. Do you like my little drawings? That's my grandma. That's me. And that's this grub man in Colombia. Any questions, YouTube? Any questions apart? So, when it comes to your workouts, simply starting at home can make a significant, massive difference in your confidence. And when you start to build that level of consistency, working out at home, doing these basic, simple movements, you're just proving to yourself that you can get something done. And that raises your self-esteem, your self-respect, because there's no self-love without self-investment. Okay? You can consistently lie to yourself, but most importantly, you have to just be honest. You have to be honest with yourself. And you can't love yourself if there's no self-investment. If you're not pouring any time into yourself, you're not creating a better self. So that's where all the negative thoughts start to consume, all the doubt, shame, and guilt. And so when you lead down the vices road, forget about it. My body fat percentage, I have no idea, brother. I really don't care what my body fat percentage is. The only thing I care about is how I look in the mirror. If I want to drop more body fat, then I play around with my macros. I just watch my food, I watch my eating, and I slowly reduce them. That's how I judge my thing. And that's the same thing with my clients. Like, we do weigh ourselves. I'll cover that real quick. Last thing I'll cover, right? Last thing I'll cover, which is super, super important, right? The last thing I'll cover, which is what most people are consistently looking for. Most people are consistent. Bro, I swear to God, I bought new fucking markers. And they're already fucking done, right? So something that most people are always looking for. This is fucked up too. I could have sworn it. There you go. Yeah. Green one, right? what most people are looking for, right? Most people are looking for is motivation. Okay, I'm gonna fucking break down motivation down to fucking the T. Motivation, all motivation is a feeling, right? It's a feeling. Motivation is simply the feeling of wanting to do, the feeling of wanting to do something hard and painful. That's what motivation is. If we break down what motivation really is simply the feeling of wanting to do something that's hard and painful. That is what motivation really is. And the way I explain it to people is like this. If you have a job, do you always wake up motivated to go to work? 99% of the time, no. You do not wake up motivated every single day to go to work. But most people, 99% of the time, still go to work even if they don't feel motivated to go to work. Why? Simply because it's not just because you get paid, it's because you get a result. That's it, you get a result. The result is money. So whether you're tired, you're hungover, you hate your job, you're not motivated, you will still go to work simply because you know if you put 8 hours in, you are going to get the result. The result is money. Right? That's it. Not motivated not to be homeless. Right, exactly. Right? Money. So if the reason you still go to work when you're tired, hungover, not motivated, you hate your fucking job, is simply because you get a result. The reason most people are consistently looking for motivation to work out is because most people who work out do not get results. You do not. You do not get results, and it's why most people also quit. Vice versa. If you went to work, not motivated, tired, hungover, and hating your job, and you didn't get fucking paid at the end of the week, you would quit your job and you would look for another job. So the way psychologically your mind works is, if I'm gonna go work out, if I'm gonna drive to the gym, if I'm gonna go through pain, if I'm gonna suffer, all of that just to not get results, then I might as well feel motivated to do something hard and painful that's not gonna give me what I want. That's why people are waiting for motivation, because most people don't get results when they work out or they eat a certain way. They don't. So they're not gonna go when they're tired, when they have no energy, when they don't like it, they're not gonna go. You're not gonna go. Because why are you gonna put all this effort just to simply not get paid and losing body fat and looking the way you do? So then, if we know that motivation is simply the feeling of wanting to do something hard, we don't need to look for motivation. We need to look for an understanding, comprehend. We need to comprehend, how do we actually get results? Because if every week you drop 2, 3, 4 pounds, every week you start to see less body fat on your stomach, every week you start to see your chest, your abs show, every week you start to feel more energized, every week you start to feel your confidence because you're actually being consistent with the gym, being consistent with your food, then you wouldn't be looking for motivation anymore. You wouldn't be looking for motivation. See, most people have to do it backwards. Most people, they first do intensity. Right? First they do intensity. Then they do consistency. Then they look for knowledge. Right? They start going hard in the gym. They start being consistent. Then they realize they're not getting results. So then they start to look for knowledge. When it should be the other way around. You should look for knowledge first. Then you should have consistency. Then you should have intensity. That's where it should be done. How it does become addiction if you keep at it. Yeah, working out becomes great if you keep up with it, if you also get what you want. the result that you want. No one's gonna keep, and I see it all the time. People go to the gym all the time, week by week, and they don't get results. I see it all the fucking time, bro. I see the same people at the fucking gym early in the morning, and they don't look any fucking different. Right? And at that point, in my head, I'm like, bro, why are you okay showing up every morning here at the fucking gym and you're okay with not getting results? Why? Right? It's like they have the consistency, but they don't have the comprehension. Like, motherfucker, these are precious time. This is precious time of your life that you're never gonna get back. You're not getting any of these hours back. And you're telling me you're okay coming here and not getting the result you want? So then that means you're okay with every other part of your life going and not getting what you want. So that's really the biggest issue with the consistency, with motivation. Any questions? That's pretty much today's lesson. Go. Yeah, go to Wards, get me some coffee. Some stuff. Thank you for doing. Of course. And so, Instagram, same thing with Instagram, right? So I'm gonna end it with this, right? Right? So for as far as the Instagram, if you click the link in my bio, for my Instagram, with my Instagram, YouTube, it's the Alex Duenas, right? In my link, you have a couple links. You have a link to my school community, which is $49 a month, where we teach you how to track your macros. We teach you how to get 100 grams of protein in there, and we have a 7-day mindset challenge. Right? The 7-day mindset challenge is for those looking if you want to have a stronger mindset, simply meaning you want to build a more positive mindset, you want to be able to raise your baseline level of discipline, like if you want to get off any addiction you have, whether it's food, pornography, lust, alcohol, smoking, the 7-day mindset challenge is a beautiful way for you to start moving forward in that direction. Because the reason we go towards these vices, overconsumption of food, pornography, lust, alcohol, or drugs or smoking, whatever it might be, it's just your baseline level of discipline is very low. You don't have the mental strength to say no to these immediate pleasures. So with the 7-day mindset challenge, what we're doing is we're creating positive habits that raise your baseline level of discipline for 7 days. You have a little calendar too. Talked about the calendar. The 100 grams of protein challenge, it's going to help you lose anywhere between 5 to 10 pounds within the first month, without a doubt. And that gives you if you learn how to do this, you're going to learn more than what 99% of the people in fitness or in health ever know, right? That's this. And I also do a live Q&A, right? I do a live Q&A one time a Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. I get on there and we speak. We have questions whether regarding macros, training, mindset, discipline, any of that. So you actually have me there for an hour and we go over that. So that's that. Number 2, you also have my one-on-one coaching. And this is where you can lose anywhere between 20 to 40 pounds within 3 months, right? So that's, you get into my inner circle. The one-on-one coaching is my inner circle of 15 to 20 people at a time, right? Where we focus on aligning you with your higher self. It's not just training nutrition. The whole goal of that is aligning you with your higher self. A lot of the reasons we have these doubts, negative thoughts, fear, all these, and we regress in life is simply because who you want to be is not in alignment with your daily habits. You want to be in shape, but your diet is not in alignment with being in shape. You want to have more clarity, more confidence, but your daily habits are consistently disrespecting yourself, so you're not being able to reach that person. And that's where we get all this level of pain in our lives. Because we know who we want to be, but we are not in alignment with our daily habits. So my one-on-one coaching is me simply getting you in alignment with your best version, your highest version of yourself. Okay? It's the highest version of yourself. And that's where we'll find the true happiness. If you follow me on my Instagram or on even YouTube, the way I speak, the way I hold myself, the confidence, the energy, the positivity
is simply because every single day, my habits are in alignment with who I really want to be. That's what gives me clarity, conviction, confidence, and courage. So if you feel like you're consistently regressing, you have a lot of doubt, you have a lot of shame, you have a lot of guilt, you don't feel good about yourself, it's simply because you're disrespecting yourself with your daily habits. And so when I program you with your ultimate goal, your ultimate vision, you will be on the right path. And we make sure we do that on a daily basis through my private training app, right? I can fix the right from being back. Yeah, the only way I can fix it is this way, brother. There, here you go. Yeah. Hello, Hannah, Savannah. Hello, Savannah. Right? So that's that. And then again, the link. So this is on my. I don't have it on my YouTube. Don't know how to get it on my YouTube, but the link in my bio and my Instagram, the Alex Duenas. Oh, and then the third one is my podcast. Right? Mindset. So I have a podcast. I released at least one episode a week on there, my podcast. You can listen to it on Spotify. The link is in my bio. And obviously, number 4 is my YouTube channel, which I will start posting a lot more on my YouTube channel. I don't post long form content, but I'm gonna start. I do post shorts on there, but my YouTube channel. So with that being said, I'll leave that at that. Any questions? Oh, markers. Dude, I need more markers? That's crazy, bro. I just bought some markers. Tee. It's the easiest proof. Thank you, of course. Yeah, no, 100%, bro. Anybody that, when people come in here, it's like, oh, like you're a man of God, sure, things like that. It's always people criticizing me, right? Always people criticizing me. And that's what I don't like about Christians. Christians are probably the first people to criticize other people because you're not following suit, right? That's why I don't like to consider myself a Christian. A buddy of mine was like, bro, you can still consider yourself a Christian. You know, you don't have to like, I'm like, I don't really consider myself a Christian. I'm a seeker of knowledge. I believe in God, I believe in Christ, I believe in Yahweh. But I don't like to put myself in a box where it's like, oh, you're a Christian. I'm like, no, I'm not a Christian. I'm a seeker of wisdom. I believe in Christ. I follow his word. I'm obedient to him, but I don't, you know, Christians are always like this, or people, Catholics, whatnot. I don't like that. You put myself in a box. Beautiful. YouTube, I got 30 seconds on here. Screenshot it. Hello, beautiful people. Yeah, dude, I'll fucking do that all day, every day. Alright, los quiero mucho on Instagram. I'm going to upload this video. Of course. Sushi. Well, thank you for giving us the time. We don't know. No, I thank you for showing up. Like as much as you have us a time that you do your lives with this content specifically. So that's a great question, brother. So let me put it this way, okay? So this is what I'm starting to do. So usually, brother, the times I go live are around like 8 or 9 a.m. for TikTok, but I usually go live at least 9 a.m. when it comes to YouTube. 9 a.m. to about 11 a.m. I'll go live. And then I have my school community, which I'm gonna start doing burpee classes on my school community. So if that's something that you want to participate in, it's $49 a month. I'm doing burpee classes one time a day at like 6 p.m. Eastern time on my school community, simply because I do burpees every single day. And so I'm going to start doing it on my school community. It's live, and that way we can get you structured. It's a really great way to just
get you down the path of like, hey, I want to improve myself. That's what my channel is really about. My channel is simply like, I always tell people, if my channel is for people who are going through pain, massive pain. So if you're going through massive pain, the best way the best way to get ahead is to use that pain to create a more stronger version of yourself. Look, I've done drugs. I've done drugs, Molly, cocaine, fucking smoked. I've drank. I've been drunk. I've fucking driven drunk. I've done a lot of mistakes, right? Been with many women, pursued lust so hard. And so for me, it's like I found a better path. I found a way better path to use, a better path to not escape from our reality, but to create a better reality. Because that's all we're trying to do. Whenever we're drinking, smoking, overeating, chasing lust, we're just trying to feel better about ourselves. I have found a better way for us to feel better about ourselves that actually improves us and ultimately creates a really better version of you, who you are. And when you create a better version of yourself, you're going to feel more happier. I don't like to use the word happiness because you can find, dude, I found happiness in drugs. I found happiness in women. I found happiness in alcohol. I found happiness in food, but that's all instant gratification, which ultimately leads to delayed pain. And so when you do those instant gratifying actions, you're still dealing with pain. Nothing really changes. Like none of that stuff changes your life. It only makes your life worse. Now, if we can use that fuel, which is ultimately fuel pain, towards something more positive, like working out, reading, thinking better, then you'll create a better life for yourself. Jesus Christ. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, found a way. How I stopped drinking alcohol. How I stopped drinking alcohol. um, so raising your baseline level of discipline, brother. Raising your baseline level of discipline. So when it comes to drinking and smoking, right, you're ultimately going to that because either boredom, right? Right? Boredom leads to desire. Desire leads to vices. So instead of drinking, it's just building respect. Because ultimately drinking is just a way for you to feel better about yourself. You're escaping your own reality. You don't really like how you feel. That's all it is, right? You just don't like the way you feel. And alcohol and smoking are one of the fastest ways to change your state of being, like your state of stress, your state of doubt, your state of fear, your state of anger. It's very easy to change it because you just stop giving a fuck. When really you're being gifted. You're being gifted that adversity. You're being gifted that pain to push you because what is it doing? It's simply making you uncomfortable. You feel uncomfortable. But how are you ever going to grow if every time you have that pain, you turn to a vice, that only takes away the pain that's meant to make you better and ultimately turns it against you? You see what I'm saying? Like you're taking the pain that was ultimately gifted to you for you to become the person you really want to become. Instead, you're turning that pain against you and using devices to get rid of the pain, which only causes you more pain down the road. And so if we can simply start to structure your daily habits, right? Habitually construct somebody that is operating out of principles. Like, no, I'm a man of respect. I'm a man of integrity. I'm a man of courage, bravery, I'm a man of discipline. You don't turn to those vices and you hold yourself to a higher standard. And simply because of using that pain to fuel positive actions, you improve the quality of your life. You improve your relationships, you improve your finances, you improve your health, A little, but I won't quit smoking. Makes me sad. But I won't quit smoking. Well, again, at the end of the day, it's like you won't quit smoking. That type of self-talk will make sure you never quit smoking because you feel like if you quit smoking, then how are you going to deal with problems? How are you going to deal with the stress? And that's just weakness. You're deciding to live weak. You're not strong enough. But how can you gain strength when every time you're felt with pain, you go towards that vice that only weakens you? You think that vice is getting rid of your problem, but it's only making you worse. It's only making the problem worse. And what just lasted for long enough to build the habits? Yeah, It didn't give you motivation, it gave you discipline, right? It gave you discipline. That's what pain gave you. Pain gave you the discipline to not choose the other route, right? You had to consciously make a decision not to go down the other route. You disciplined yourself enough to say no, you know? Dude. Mm-hmm. Any last questions, my friends and families? Jesus. 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 No, who gives a fuck? All right, my friends. I love y'all. Los quiero mucho. I'll be back on here maybe later today. While I was still a student, I saw my friends smoking. They told me it was normal. It wouldn't affect me. I listened to them. Yeah. I'm much for you. You as well. I sent you a message back. Yeah, that's fine, brother. Now you're listening to somebody else and you're finding a better route. Think about it that way. Now you're listening to somebody else and finding a better route. That's okay. Trust me, bro. I've been there. All right. I love y'all.